Welcome to the Wraparound. My name is Braden Dyerson.
And I'm Nick Stonesifer. We'll be covering all the news in and around State College. Starting off today's episode, Penn State lost to Ohio State this weekend, 33-24. There were 3 Penn State turnovers, 33 rushing yards. 33 rushing yards on 29 carries, 6 yards per pass. That's pretty good. And Ohio State with 10 penalties for 74 yards. Starting off, do you think we should have won this?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We weren't going to win this from the beginning. So maybe it's impressive that we've made it this far, or that we made it that far in that specific game. But yeah, it was definitely a closer game than I think anybody thought, and we had chances to win, but we pulled a Penn State and ended up blowing all our shots. So.
Yeah, basically. So, on that note, do we feel like Clifford's going to be benched on this one?
Up against Maryland, the Terps, the Terrapins, it's tough to say. Clifford didn't do that badly this past game against Ohio State, despite being injured. But I don't know. What's the point at this point at playing any other games? The best we're gonna do is get into the Acme Insurance presented by Tostitos bowls, bowl in the middle of nowhere at this point. So why are we even playing anymore? We should just
That's a good point.
Forfeit all our games.
It's a sad fall from grace from the start of the season. Everything has been downhill since, and I just can't help but feel scared for this weekend and our game against Maryland.
Yeah, Maryland's a tough team. They have, hard shells, and I think they're really slow and steady wins the race with Maryland. Has always been my attitude. So yeah.
As a Maryland resident, I don't know who I'll be rooting for this weekend, but we'll see.
Oh, you're from Maryland?
Yeah.
What's it like living most of your life underwater?
It's pretty boring. After a while, your hands get all kind of pruny. Mm-hmm. You're stuck.
Nice.
Clothes get wet, trench foot. It's just miserable.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Living the dream. So what do you think? Are we going to win any more games going forwards other than Rutgers, which that's free. That doesn't really count as a football
But,
game.
Knock on wood on that one. Yeah. Who knows? I think we have a good chance. I'm an optimist, so I believe in us. But Penn State has never failed to disappoint me, so yeah, we'll see.
Finish out the season. What do you guys think the record's going to be in those last 4 games?
Last 4 games, I think it's going to be 2-2.
We're going to lose to both the Michigans?
There's a chance of that happening, yes.
I feel like we'll beat one. I don't know which one, but I'll go 3-1. Because, Rutgers, that's playing against a middle school team.
Yeah.
They won some, contest for,
It's Rutgers.
It's Rutgers. Maryland isn't that good. On the other hand, we did lose to Illinois, so anything's possible. I think that Maryland has a better record than them. But Michigan, I feel like Michigan at home will beat them. I feel like they're not in a good headspace with all the news about Jim Harbaugh being a bad person, which no one ever knew before this year. But I don't know. East Lansing is always tough. The only place tougher is West Lansing. But
it's West Lansing thing.
Probably they've got
the west side of Lansing. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we found a good article about the Penn State Go app written by one of our reporters here. There's not going to be a lot of data from this article. We just wanted to take this moment to share our thoughts and opinions on the Penn State Go app. So, Braden, why don't you kick us off?
I feel like both Nick and I are upset, confused, and frustrated that the very good Collegian reporter Kate Irwin, in her good article, did not interview Nick and I about the Penn State Go app. And I think that Nick and I would be considered, both by ourselves and by the public as large, as experts on the Penn State Go app. What are your thoughts, fellow expert?
Should I ever have to order anything on the Penn State Go app again, I will be needing a new phone. It will go from this to this, and then on the floor because I can't deal with it. Just the interface, like I click it once and then I try to add like one flavor thing or something, and it clicks it like 5 times, and now I upcharge like $2 because of some crappy interface used by the thousands of people probably behind this app. Or the one, because at this rate, that's how I feel like it was made.
Yeah, I mean, Penn State probably employs like thousands of people who do IT and computer and tech shenanigans and all that good stuff. Probably it's like thousands of students involved with that, and they still manage to make an app that looks and functions like it run off of like Windows 95.
And made in a 7th
is beyond
grade class.
comprehension. Yeah. I mean, and the other thing about like who uses the Penn State Go app for anything but ordering food, which is like impossible to do. Like there's 40 of those little bubbles that say like
something.
You know, they've got like Cata buses and why would you go on the Penn State Go app to go to the app? Or you can go onto the Penn State Go app, log into your Lion Path, and have it like function slower than an internet browser.
Yeah,
I fail to understand.
I agree with you totally on that. Not to mention signing up using any form of recreation on the Penn State Go app, trying to sign up for the gym or trying to sign up for any IM League stuff. It's terrible. It's just awful. It's a miserable experience because, as you said, when you go through the app, you just like put a roadblock on yourself, and it's just
not a good time.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, it's just not a good idea. It's like the only app that's worse is the Penn State Athletics app, which I personally have a theory was made by evil people in order to make other people suffer. I mean, I think the Penn State Athletics app literally has like -5 stars on the App Store. Like it's the lowest rated app ever. It unites like all people from across Penn State in their hatred of the app.
Why do you hate Penn State Athletics app so much?
The Penn State Athletics app, first off, like it uses up like a ton of data because it's like recycling in like all these random articles. Like they put advertisements for articles like over stuff for like Penn State like club curling or something. Like somehow that's what I'm going to the app to like read the article. Of course, let me hit on the Penn State Athletic app to figure out how the club curling team did against like Ball State or whatever. You know, like who cares? And then like trying to get to the only thing that you use the Penn State Athletic app for, to your student tickets, is like the hardest thing in the world. Like they make you send in blood to Penn State. They like test it to make sure it's you. They take your like dental records. They go on an interview. It's like they bring the FBI in and do a background check. They do like interviews and everything just to like have the ticket come up, and rather than just give everybody like physical tickets or something, or I don't know, just like make it easier.
So last question. What's the worst part? Penn State Go, worst app? Penn State Go, Penn State Athletics, or Duo Mobile, two-factor?
Duo Mobile, not a question in the world.
The thing about Duo Mobile is that Duo Mobile, you just have like yes or no to log in. It's not like it shows. It's not like it has a bunch of random crap in it. You know.
You have to do. I use Duo Mobile 30 to 40 times a day, which is totally unnecessary. Oh, anytime I want to do anything, if I want to look at my grades, I got to use Duo Mobile. If I want to use the bathroom at Penn State,
you got to hit on Duo Mobile.
If I want to do anything at this school, God knows I'm going through Duo Mobile to do it.
Yeah. Here's my other issue. I always, on like my Duo Mobile, when like the notification shows up like, is this you? Like who else is logging into the library computer to get in? I always end up like hitting deny rather than accept, like because they're so close to one another and I'm so uncoordinated, and so then I have to like go into the app and say like, no, approve this to go. Also, if someone really wants to get into my Lion Path, then let them.
Yeah, honestly.
Like I could care less. Like they're gonna go and see, oh wow, Braden decided to like change his schedule spring of sophomore year so much.
Wow.
Like if someone wants to know that, then like let him do that.
Yeah. Can we talk about the other useless options that are known as Call Me and what is it? Is it Text Me or Email Me?
Pin. No, it's the Pin.
Yeah. Oh. This is for like people who have like no idea what technology is, the university like gives out to like professors who like don't, like these little like keychain things that you press and then it shows up with a code and then they log in. Yeah. But it was always funny to have professors who couldn't handle technology on like Zoom, and they would like call, and then they would be like, I put in my wife's like phone number or whatever, and so then they call them to like call the thing, and it's just a mess.
It's just a waste of time.
So if you had to rank the three, Duo Mobile, where would they land? Between athletics, Penn State Go App, and Duo Mobile.
This is like choosing your like favorite child. Like you hate them all equally, but it's all in different ways, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna jump on that statement too because they're all terrible.
They're all terrible.
It's a Penn State interface, and nothing says Penn State like just difficulty.
It's stuff not working that you still have to like jump through for no reason.
Jumping through hoops.
So they're all just tied for number one.
They're all tied.
Yeah, they're all tied for number one.
How are we supposed to rank those on awfulness?
Yeah. All right, well, I'm Nick Stonesifer.
And I'm Braden Dyerson.
And this has been The Wraparound. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, and have a great day.